Hi.
Hello.
And that is how we're going to start today, right there. So, as you can see on the screen,
Oh, man.
Sabrey Savage is in the building today,
What's up?
making her debut on Off the Rails.
Uh-oh.
And this is going to be kind of like part one, as part two. Next week
Next
we'll have the other half. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Cameron,
Back-to-back halves.
let you take over from here and enjoy this episode.
All right. We do have Miss Sabrey Savage with us. Miss Sabrey. Savory. Good God.
Cameron. All right, Tommy.
Savory Danger Savage.
There you
That's
go.
what I was trying to get to. It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister. Yeah. So let's chat about your CrossFit career and sense of where you started.
So I started back in 2019.
Yeah.
It was the year that CrossFit did an open in February and in October.
Oof. Yeah.
And
I
so
remember.
I came
Wait. So hold on. You came before the October one.
correct, yeah. So
Yeah.
it was the one
So
year
it's-
that they did a second one.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I did the boot camp and beer that we had partnered with 13.
Okay.
And I remember going to Junto first, and my sister-in-law worked there at the time, and Colin walked in, and she was like, "Oh, he'll be there." And Colin walked up and was like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Colin. Hi." And I was like, this guy matches my energy. Isn't he?" And then we went to the boot camp and beer, went to 13 after. We sat at a table with the dudes, and I was like, this place is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I kind of like this place. I guess I'll try it again, Ryan.
I
Because
guess.
I was convinced I was never going to do CrossFit.
Had he had joined at that point, right?
Yeah, so he joined September. I
Okay.
joined October.
Okay.
And then like I officially signed up. Well, because it was weird because I was living in Anderson.
Yeah.
And so I was only staying with Ryan a couple days a week because I
Right.
still worked and lived in Anderson. And so I was like, I don't want to pay a membership because I'm only here like twice a week.
Times. Yeah.
And so then that was when like the punch card came. And then after like one punch card, I was like,
Okay.
bump this. I'm
Coming
in.
here all the time.
Yeah. And so I did the first open, and it was
You were at the junkyard before.
I was at the junkyard. It was
Is
there
that
for
a
like
monthly
year.
membership, or is that a
Yeah.
okay?
And it was like more expensive there. And I was like, wait,
Yeah.
there's actually standards here at CrossFit? This is crazy. I love this.
This is wild.
Like they got me into like working out again, and then like I actually got into like competitiveness.
Nice.
So I
I was
joined.
gonna ask you about that with the competitive part. Would you consider yourself a competitive athlete now?
1,000%. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not in like a wolf kind of competitive, but like
Yeah.
I enjoy
Pushing.
pushing myself
Yeah.
and others
Okay.
in a.
Well, on that note, let's talk Crash. The first year.
Oh my God.
Because was that around? That was
That was October of 2020,
2020.
It was like
so
a
it was a
year.
year. Okay.
but like COVID
Yeah. Yeah.
month of
Yeah.
weirdness.
just-
But then, yeah, you and Tay were like, yeah, let's sign up for Crash. It's fine. It's your first ever competition.
So
A
this was
two-day.
we competed at Crash Christian. No, what's the fall one?
Crash Crucible. No,
Crucible. Is it Crucible or Crescendo? Which one do they have? Okay. Right now, it's after this year, it became an elite only
yeah.
in the fall. So the first year they did it, we did teams of two, me and
Yeah.
Ryan and you and Tay. And Ryan and I podiumed in intermediate.
Which was wild.
So we podiumed at Crash Crucible, I think is the one
think
that's
it's
in the
Crucible.
fall. Yeah, because we do Crescendo every year with the teams of 4.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, it was because I had, before I opened the gym and came here, I'd competed a good bit, just like locally here and there, at different places, like when we lived in Florida and whatnot. So when I came up here, I didn't really have anyone to compete with, and there weren't a whole lot of competitions at the time. And then I had done one competition, I think, with Ryan Gerald.
Power Hour.
Power, yeah, it's the Swamp Rabbit thing. But then I think he, during COVID, kind of that was like kind of his transition out, and y'all had come in. And so I was like, well, Ryan's the next best option, and I really want to do this comp. And then obviously at that time we were all hanging out a lot, so I think it just made sense. But yeah, neither one of y'all had competed before.
No. And then I don't know how you convinced Tay to
She
do
used to
Crash.
compete a good bit locally here and there, but I don't know. I really don't remember how we all decided that
either.
it was a good idea, but I thought it was fun.
I mean, it was fun until I got rhabdo. Like, and then I remember
Don't-
baby deers walking across the turf.
It was tough. It was tough. I mean,
It was.
obviously we all know now JR knows how to program when
Yeah.
it comes to competing. And it was a 2-day comp. So your first comp was a 2-day comp at Crash. and you had to do things like we didn't have a GHD, so you couldn't practice.
Nope.
You couldn't even practice those. Like
Mm-mm.
that was just like, okay, we'll figure that out when we get there.
I had never done a handstand push-up
Yeah.
like ever. And I remember kicking up and I like almost did it. My feet came off and she was like, "That's a no rep. Your feet have to stay on the wall." I was like, "Girl, you're good. Like if I get one, I'm happy. Like I don't care."
Like I've never even done this
I know,
before.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an ordeal.
It was.
But I do remember afterwards we went to the store and you couldn't even see it.
I legitimately we went to the grocery store 2 days later and I was like walking in hunched over and like hobbling and somebody was on one of those motor scooters and they looked at me and Ryan, they're like, does she need this?" I was like, "I'm good, I promise."
I'm working through it. I'm working through it. Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't even like high volume. I don't think it's just
No,
we
it's
just
just
hadn't done them.
I'd never done GHDs.
Yeah.
I had did so many toe to bar.
Yeah, that's true. There's
Rope climbs.
rope climbs. Dang.
That's like a lot of just
The sled. I remember that sled just being absolutely
That was
terrible.
bike then sled, just quads,
Yeah.
quads, quads, quads.
Yeah. That was the get up and fall down moment.
Yeah.
I think there's a photo of you like patting me on the head. Or I'm
That's
patting
Tay.
you on the head.
Yeah. And then
Someone's patting somebody on the head.
I think it's Tay patting me and you're just like on all fours.
Dying. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
my
that was your-
introduction to competition.
Yeah, and you just fell in love with it after that. You're like, man, I need more of this.
I don't know if it was love. And I think it was like, maybe I can go to a comp that like kind of fits my style a little bit more.
Yeah, that was the start of Sabrey and Tay competing together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My forever partner.
I didn't realize that was like that close to you starting. Yeah.
Well, because Ryan had done like some stuff, some CrossFit in Charleston before he moved up, but I hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm never doing it. There's never going to be a chance that I ever do CrossFit.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'll hurt myself.
So many people. Just had that conversation with Gray.
Yeah.
Shout out Gray.
Yep.
Gray and Austin.
Miss you already.
That happened at Crash too.
Yeah.
I was joking with her about it the other day. We were at Crash 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Yeah. And she came to watch Austin compete and we were all hanging out. And I was just having a conversation with her, and I was like, "Hey, you're welcome to come, hang out, do whatever." And she's like, "I'll never do CrossFit."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Hang out around here long enough, and you're probably gonna end up doing CrossFit." And she was like, "I don't know, we'll see," or something like I don't.
Yeah.
She basically just blew it off. And then obviously she's been here for over a year now, or almost a year. But it's funny how that happens.
Mm-hmm. We all say it.
Yeah. At some point, somebody says it, and then they're like, "Dang, okay, I do actually like it."
Yeah.
So at what point do you think you decided that you wanted to try coaching?
I felt like you had brought it up a couple times
To
me of like, hey, would you ever be interested? And I was like, well, maybe. I don't know. Like, we'll see if it fits in my schedule. And then right when I started coaching was when I switched schedules. Because I was like going to be like one of the morning people, probably
like 9 a.m. I think. Yeah.
And then is when I started the office job. So then I was like, I'll be an afternoon person again if you need. And I think opportunity presented itself. You had hosted the L1.
Okay, we hosted it and you took it here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the old gym. I took it with Rob, and Brian Bentley.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And like I don't know. I think everything just like, hey, you should probably do this. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it.
Was it intimidating?
I mean, a little bit. I don't like to be bad at things. So like, I don't like to go into scenarios where I was also coming off of a knee injury. So like I couldn't stay in the squat like as long as they wanted me to during the L1. And so I was like, I hate this. I hate being the outlier, hate being out. Like, I don't like to be bad at things. And so it was intimidating to go into it, just like knowing that like I wasn't at my like peak level of fitness. Yeah. And that like I was going to have to do stuff differently. But I mean,
then you realize it's not a fitness test.
It's not. It's just
like, wait, I just have to participate.
Yeah.
And then knowledge-wise, you have to pass the test. But
yeah. And like I'm not a good test taker.
Yeah.
So I was like, shoot, what if I fail?
Gotta take it again.
I know.
That means the Tori was already a coach then.
Yes.
Right.
She had started a little bit before.
You weren't the first female coach.
Devin was also a coach for a long time.
True. You're right. Dang. Oof. I was
gone through a lot of
I was thinking of like current current coaches.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
And then Claire, was Claire before me?
I don't think so. I think Claire and Nate came in around that time, but then they were just members. Then they got their USA weightlifting. Then we talked about Barbell Club, and then L1s after that. Or Claire already had her L1, yeah.
Gotcha.
But she obviously just transition into that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my whole thing is like I try to have people that are here first and fit in before
Yeah.
they coach. Like we've had plenty of people reach out like, hey, I'm moving to the area. I'd love to be a coach. And it's like, all right, cool. Like come to the gym first, and then
Yeah.
like we can talk about it. Which they didn't do. They were just came and I found out Claire was an L1 like months after I think like they were members here, and I was like, oh, well, that's good to know. But yeah, that's transition from so like for you, obviously you went from I'm never doing CrossFit to I kind of like this, I'm competing and then I'm coaching. So like what when you started doing CrossFit or when you started coming, like what was the thing that like made you like, yeah, I like this? Just standards or like
I think it was also like being able to like sugar wad, like being able to see last time I did this movement, I did 65 pounds. Now I'm doing 70. Like that's already growth.
yeah.
And then like just constantly seeing PRs and like constantly having a standard of movement. Cause like that was one thing at the junkyard of like, they would always yell at me to go faster and heavier and stronger. And it was like, okay, but like nobody else is squatting below parallel. Why am I the only one now? Like I'm slower. You're telling me to go faster. So then I'm just going to cut reps or I'm just going to do something to keep up with all these people that are cheating. Like
Yeah.
I hate that. Ooh,
Instead of just
drives
like
my gears.
heart rate up, like
Yeah, it was
there's
pretty
like
much just
more
like
to
go, go, go.
just like heart rate.
Yeah. Go, go, go until you like vomit and then come back and keep going. And it's like, okay, I don't think I can sustain this anymore.
Right.
And like, I didn't think I was gonna like a barbell. Love the barbell.
It's
And
funny how that happens.
like, there's like the constantly varied stuff. I love just every day just being different. Like my whole body is sore right now.
Same.
And it's
Thanks, Nate.
yeah,
Appreciate
like
it.
dying. And I feel like before it was just like, well, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Cardio wise, I'm tired.
And then I'm just gonna come back and do it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah. So
Sweet. Let's go back. I know we're bouncing around a little bit. I'm trying to come up with good topics, but also like keep it related to CrossFit because we could talk about a lot of things not CrossFit related. We've been really good friends for a while now.
second husband.
Yeah, basically. I have a lot of those around here.
Yeah, true.
Let's go back to competing.
Okay.
What is like your ideal? Do you like 1-day competitions, 2-day competitions? Like, or do you like the fact that sometimes there's like once a year you want to do like a harder one? Like we do Fittest of the Coast.
Mhm.
We've done Fittest of the Coast. Obviously a 2-day comp.
Yeah.
But do you like the 1-day things as well, or is it more like
I do like 1 day because I feel like 2 days is hard to like I don't know. It's hard to like just give it my all 1 day and then give it my all another day. Like I'd rather just like give it my all 1 day and just crash. Like I'm
just be done with it?
It's just go to exhaustion and just like be done.
Just survive on Sour Patch Kids?
Literally.
Ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's not to say that like I don't like 2-day comps because they're still fun, but
do you like plan on competing at certain comps throughout the year, or do you just see one and you go, oh, I kind of want to do that? Or is it like, I kind of know I want to do Fist of the Coast, so I'm going to like make sure I'm ready for that this year. But like if something else comes up, like how do you approach because we get members that'll be like, hey, are there any comps coming up? Like, or, what should I do? Like, so how do you approach finding competitions, I guess, or like what you're going to do?
I feel like I follow a lot of local gyms accounts anyway. And so I see like things that they're posting, or I have a lot of friends just like in the upstate that do CrossFit that they post about a different comp, or like typically I'll always want to try to like qualify for Fittest of the Coast. I'll always do Fittest Drinkers. And then it just really depends on like especially now with my work schedule, I don't even know if I can do half these things, but we'll try.
Is there something that catches your eye when you see a competition? Like format wise or like?
I definitely can tell you right now, I don't think I ever want to do a power hour ever again.
Same.
That
I'll probably do it, but I hate them.
I hate it. I didn't know when we signed up for Reaction, me calling and Tay, that was power hour.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I accidentally signed us up for RX. My bad.
Hey, we're just taking it up a notch. I
think we came in last. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything.
Why do you not like the power hours? Because I have my what I like to call them, but I'll let you give your spiel first of like what about them do you not like?
Because when I think of a comp, I think of like how can I attack this workout to my fullest potential with my partner, like to compete at like our best. But I'll tell you what, that third or fourth workout, I don't even care about how I'm going to break it up. Like, I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Like, I at least have to have 45 minutes, an hour just to like recoup, re-energize, flush out whatever's I just went balls to the wall on. Like, I need a minute.
Yeah.
I need more than a minute because
Yeah.
that's power hour. But
Right.
yeah, I just don't. It was just so exhausting.
Yeah. I mean, I think I don't know how to put this in words without bashing them, but like that style of competition, because it's like,
Mhm.
for me, competing should be an expression of like, look what I can do or how fast I can do it.
Mhm.
And then you'll see some of those, and sometimes they won't even announce it's power hour until like after the workouts have come out, and you start seeing the workouts and you're like, oh, like that looks fun, or that'll be a good lift, or whatever. And so, yeah, like you start breaking it in your head, and then all of a sudden you find out, like, oh, we're doing all of that in an hour. And now it's like, oh, I don't get to actually show off my ability to move weight or my ability to do big sets or whatever. And it's like, basically, we're just figuring out who can survive,
Yeah.
like put themselves in the dirt, and which I guess is a certain kind of fitness, but
Mhm.
it's also like, why don't we just all get on a bike for an hour and just see who comes out with the most calories?
Yeah.
Because like that basically is the same thing
Yeah.
in my head. I call them thank you for your money comps,
Yeah.
which is kind of what it feels like. Because also, like, in my head, when I think of a competition, I think of it as an event for the day.
Mhm.
Like that should kind of take my day. Like, not necessarily it has to be all day, but like I shouldn't be able to do a competition and then also like feel like I need to fill the rest of my day with something, versus like, oh, I just need to go to this gym. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna do basically a 1 hour class that's
Yeah.
going to be really hard and then leave. Like,
Mhm.
to me, that's a class, not a competition,
Mhm.
right? Because part of competing, I think, is like the environment and like hanging out with people for the day and like watching other heats go and stuff. And I feel like when you do a power hour, you don't do, like, you're usually not getting there early enough to see other people do it,
Yeah.
and you're probably not staying after to see other people do it.
Mm.
Like, you're literally just there to do it, and you're like, oh, if we maybe podiumed, I'll hang out,
Yeah.
and if we have no shot, then I'm gone.
Yeah.
Um, and so that's a couple of the reasons why I really don't like the power hour thing. And it
Yeah.
mainly is because you don't get to
To showcase your ability.
showcase, like,
Yeah.
I've been working on things like, okay, this should be a cool workout for me to do that. But now I'm 2 workouts in and completely exhausted.
Yeah. I feel like it would also make a lot of sandbaggers, because
Yeah.
if you know it's power hour and you know, well, fresh, I could do like 125 shoulder overhead,
Yeah.
like for 15 reps, but count that the fourth event?
Right.
Heck no. Like, I'll absolutely go down to scaled and I'll do 95 pounds or 85 pounds or whatever it is, because I'm like, that's just, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to be able to move that weight at the fourth event.
Yeah.
Like, at
And
that
also
point.
from like a putting on a competition standpoint, I'm just thinking about this now of like, man, I like don't think I'd want to judge for an hour straight, because like those judges don't really move. Like, usually it's just like, you're with this team, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And then for the next hour, that judge has to stay focused and watch everything and understand what's about to happen, which hopefully it's all on paper. But it's like, that's asking a lot of somebody to like be staring for an hour at the same team, the same people, without like the breaks in between. I mean, I guess there are small breaks. I don't know.
I mean, it's like a minute, well, so you can reset the stage. But
Yeah.
like, imagine you get like a judge that's not great, or
Yeah.
a judge is like way harder than all the other ones, then you're stuck with them for all
You're
4
stuck with
events.
it. Yeah. You're like, wait, I got this one judge for all of this today. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to like figure out why people do them, and
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes it's a space issue,
Mm.
but I also don't really. I mean, because people are there, so it's like, why couldn't we? I don't know. Find other parking. Maybe, is it a parking issue? Because I don't think the gym size really matters.
I don't
I'm
think
trying to think of like the gyms that have put them on and kind of their setups. Like Reaction, there's not a lot of places to park around there, so it's like you can only have so many people probably
Yeah.
at the gym at certain times, and
Mhm.
people need to come and go for them
Yeah.
to actually fit people in.
And what was the one?
But like when it was
Santa
at Swamp
Series?
Rabbit,
What's the Santa Series one? Or that? I know they're not.
yeah, it was.
Wait.
They're not there anymore, but
It
it was
doesn't,
Hudson's gym.
it doesn't matter. But
Anyway,
their
but
gym was tiny. Like, it was just narrow.
yeah, but still, I mean, there was parking, right? So it's like, okay, people don't have to hang out in here, but we could still run through heats of
Yeah.
things, like do this workout and then go, rest and do another workout. I don't know. That's just how I see competing, of like, and I mean, I'm thinking back in the day, and I feel like every competition used to be like a 3 workout Because like 3 workouts is a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's like people do 4 or 5 in a day, or if it's
5 and a
usually if it's
floater.
like 4 in a floater is 5, which I think we do, or
Yeah.
3 in a floater. I don't know.
We should do 4 in a floater.
But once you hit that 5 mark, then it's like, okay, maybe should we do 2 days? Like do like a, and then if you're doing 2 days, well, we might as well do 6 workouts or maybe 7, right? Nate's nodding his head. He's like,
Nate's
yeah,
like,
I
more
mean,
is
if we're
better, absolutely.
yeah. I mean, because at that point, you don't want to waste time either. It's not like, oh, I want you to show up for a workout today, and like you're going to call that part of it. Because that, you have to think about like the full, I think, athlete experience when you're putting on a competition of like, okay, these people are needing to come show up. Okay, are we wasting their time? Or are we not? Like, is this necessary? Like, I feel like when we did Crash and it was 3 days technically, like the Friday run, like it needed to be on Friday, right? Like maybe early Saturday morning, but there's just a lot of like transition and stuff. So, but I do think, sorry, my spiel on power hour competitions. I'm with you though. I don't enjoy them, and I don't really ever plan on doing another one unless like someone like really, really, really wants me to do it with them.
And I feel like now that Tay hasn't been competing with me, and I've been like trying to find other partners, I feel like
if someone asks you, you just
someone
like,
else,
hell
I'm
yeah,
like,
yes,
sure, I'll do it. Or like
if you need a partner, Sabrey's here for you.
if I see one, I like try to think like who would be a good partner for that one. Like I love partnering with Bert.
So that's what I was asking you, like, what do you like, or what catches your eye? And you said not power hour. So is it do you like same sex, opposite sex? Are there like certain gyms, or just like?
No, I don't really feel like I'm picky in that aspect.
So if someone just asks you, you're like, oh,
I'd probably
see if my schedule's open.
Okay. Yep. I really was hoping Motivus would do their Motivus mix up again, because Everett and I were going to do it together.
Joy. Just letting you know someone would sign up.
Yeah. And we want Margaret and Wolf to do it.
Ooh, that'd be good.
As long as this age.
Doing like the Masters, because they did the Masters mix up thing. Yeah. And it was a good comp. They had a good show out. Yeah.
Ryan and I were talking about that last night.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Do it.
One day.
Yeah, one day.
After watching Margaret's
been crushing it lately. Well, she made it before she came here. She was Fizz of the Upstate, and then got pregnant, and then she was pregnant while she was here, still crushing people.
Absolutely.
Then had a baby, came back within like the first month, still crushing people. But like the level of fitness has like continued to just like, and it's like, oh, here's the Margaret that was probably fittest of the Upstate before, like definitely coming out.
I remember Margaret postpartum. She came in and we were squatting, and she was like, Sabrey, can I squat with you? And I was like, Margaret, you're going to squat more than me. She was like, no, I've just had a baby. I'm like, Margaret, you're going to squat. You're going to squat more than me.
Margaret, stop lying to me and yourself. You know about this. You and Margaret should compete.
Oh, I can't.
Come on.
Claire and Margaret.
There you go. Oh, man.
She's the Terminator is what we called her yesterday.
Oh,
she opened up with 14 and 1.
She should have just done 15.
I know.
Nate's nodding his head. He's like, I didn't make it hard enough. Damn it. The rest of us were dying. Luckily, I'm competing this weekend, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah, kind of.
I also don't know that I'll ever do a single one. I don't know.
I like individual sometimes. Like, it is fun to do partner, like especially when Ryan and I started competing, which we're talking about Ryan. He's going to be here next week. But I like the fact that he has his strengths and I had my strengths. Like that that we podium, like if there was lifting, he was doing it. If there was heavy bike and sled, I remember he hammered that bike so hard he got off and everyone was like, there's no way. And the judge was like, yeah. And he was like a whole down and back on the sled before anyone else got off the bike. And then it was like my job to make sure we didn't lose because we were so far ahead.
Yeah.
But then I do also remember on the handstand push-up workout, like Ryan could do like 2 and it was like 100 reps.
It was like 50. You did 45. He did like 5.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I did like,
he like 27,
a lot of reps.
I think, to start.
Yeah. It was like my triceps, and it was after a ski. We're shot. And I was like, I just did the most handstand push-ups. I thought it was 100. I don't know. It was a lot.
I think Tay got to the ski, and there's no way she did that.
We started on the ski.
Oh, we did.
It was like a 2,000 meter ski, and then like
maybe it was 100.
100 handstand push-ups, and I did like 15 to start, and he did 1, and then I did like another 15, and he did 1, and I was like, all right, here we go. But yeah, I like that. But then I also do like doing individual, which this weekend is for me, just to kind of see where I am as an athlete, like overall, because it's like if I have Ryan on my team, I'm going to help us strategize to where we take advantage of what we're good at. Like, yeah, there is sometimes like, hey, let's split it evenly. But like, if you're really showing up to compete and you're on a team, you should take advantage of like what people are good at and what they're not, if you can, and try to communicate that on the fly. But individual is just kind of like, all right, are you capable?
Yeah.
Like, can you do these things? So to me, like, I signed up, obviously after we had Hallie and whatnot, I was like, let's just kind of see where Cameron's at. And in Florida, I used to do every year the Bacon Beatdown, which was an individual comp or a team one. And I would do the individual just to kind of see, like, oh, I need to work on that. Clearly, like, this is where I didn't do well, which weightlifting for me is always a thing. But okay, are we getting better? So I am excited. But it's not like, and I always put myself in a division that like is going to challenge me. So I don't have any aspirations of podium.
Yeah.
But like, I'd like to not come in last.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I've done it a couple times. It's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens. Key number one, we have our 3 rules. 1, have fun. 2, don't get hurt. 3, try not to come in last. Like, those are the 3 things.
We could try,
If
but
we can do those 3 things, then I think we're doing all right.
sometimes it's inevitable.
Yeah. We didn't come in last in that 4-person that we did,
No, we did not.
me, you, Tay, and Ryan. We came in like second to last.
I think so.
I think so.
I was gonna say we need to actually partner together because we were
should do it.
supposed to,
Oh, yeah.
and then you had your bachelor party.
Yeah, and Colin stepped in for me.
Yeah, he sure did.
That's where the first Red X came from.
That sure was.
Sorry, Colin. That was my fault, kind of.
It was.
Yeah, we do still need to do that. I'm trying to get my fitness back up.
Okay, but
Trying to get there.
we can do
We gotta get
intermediate.
your knee healthy and all.
I'll be
those
okay.
things. Yeah.
She got to be good for fittest drinker.
Well, I can't squat either. I'm getting old. My hip flexors hurt.
You
all
are
that
getting
stuff.
old.
I am getting old. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, but we have to sign up for one. That way
All right.
you
let's
can get
do
the
it.
Red X.
You got to find one. Just kidding. Sabrey. Come on. The only person that's ever given me a Red X is Joy.
Oh yeah.
That was terrible. God. She was like, pick up the wall ball. I was like, I can't. She's like, no, come on. I'm like, Joy, your legs are like both of mine together. Stop it. Jesus. Anyway, sorry. Spiel about competing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do it. We'll sign up. We'll find one. Let's do it.
I'll hold you to it.
Let's do it. Fittest of the Coast this year, male, female.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
I gotta,
what about
I gotta
Ryan?
ask Tay first.
And Ryan.
Well, I gotta make sure that she's okay with us doing that.
That's fair.
But if so,
Mhm.
we can write it in pencil.
Okay.
And we'll pencil it in. Not-
Erasable pen.
Yeah, not marker. Yeah, that's how life's changed. I
Okay.
can't just commit to things anymore. I probably shouldn't have done that before, but I could get away with it a little bit more.
That's fair.
Now I have to ask a lot more. It's just part of being a dad
There you go.
and a husband.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm trying.
Learn something new every day.
All right, let's talk coaching.
Okay.
What is your least favorite movement to coach and why?
Probably like the hang squat snatch because I can't do it.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't coach.
No, I
it.
know it's but like it's just like everybody is so different, and there is not one single cue for every single person that's in the class, and so it's hard to do a group warm up for that movement and hit every like I know we always say like focus on one thing, but it's like homeboy over there doesn't need to focus on that, but homegirl over here does. But that's only going to help her right now. So then I have to then make it individualized. But if it's like an EMOM, then it's like I can't watch every single person every single minute. And then people are like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Next minute I'll look at you though, and I'll try to watch it. But I can't necessarily like
Yeah.
that's one of my like hardest ones. It's just like there's so many things to go over. Like the points of performance there are just endless, and
Yeah,
it's just
there's a lot.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
There is.
There's a thing called the CFL2
I
that I
know.
think you should take.
I know.
That would help.
I know.
But no, like we could talk about that too, because like it's really, I think the biggest thing when people start coaching, especially hard movements, is getting overwhelmed with the fact that there is a lot to look at,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of athletes that aren't great at the movement, and it's like, okay, take a deep breath and like let's look at one thing,
Mhm.
right? And if we could just look at that one thing, like we don't have to correct everything today. The
Mhm.
big thing is, are you picking the right thing to look at? And typically we want to start with what's the safest, like, is there a safety issue somewhere? And that's what like we need to focus on. I will say with like group warm-ups, it can be hard because you're in front of the class being like, all right, we're going to do this drill. And you can see like 4 people doing it wrong, but then you have like 8 other people doing it right.
Mhm.
And you're like, I got to keep class moving. So like instead of like being here, hopefully they're using PVC pipes or empty barbells,
Yeah.
right? It's like, okay, in my head, what I try to do is like, let's get through the group warm up to get the people that are doing it right and are close moving. but like try to put in the back of my head, like I need to go talk to that person, and that person as soon as I get done with this. And here's what I need to like show them. Which obviously I've a lot more experience and I like can try to hold on to those things, or like I'll see them and it'll remind me, right? Like afterwards. But so that way you get through the group stuff and then you get to the individual stuff later. And then as far as the other stuff, like I mean, a complicated hang squat snatch. Like you kind of have to look at one person. You can't watch 3 people. But you know, try to bounce around or put yourself in an angle. And sometimes I do, like, I'm not saying every coach should get a phone out, but like, yes, I video for Instagram, but I will video on weightlifting days so that I can then watch it. Cause like if I scan during the rip, then I can actually like watch and then take my focus because my camera caught multiple people and I can rewind it a couple times if I need to. And then especially if we're doing an EMOM or every 2 minutes, now I have the time because I saw that this person did something wrong. Let me walk over here and tell them this. Okay, you did this and then you did this. And if it's a good video, I can post it on Instagram. But if it's not, I'll delete it, or I'll end up like, I literally will get home and I'll have like 15 random videos and then I'll be like, all right, well, like, let me just delete them now. But like sometimes with bigger classes or complicated movements, it can be better to video and see multiple things, especially if we're only doing 8 reps today. I don't really have a chance to coach everybody if I try to only watch one person. So those are ways, but you know, also like, let's make sure it's safe. And then like, let's teach one thing. And if we're teaching one thing, then the next time we do the hang squat snatch, like maybe we teach another thing. So don't overwhelm yourself with like,
I try not to.
It's gotta be perfect.
No.
But you know, it sounds like you're at least,
I think I used
you're
to
crying and you're at least worried about it, right? You're not like, oh, I'm gonna do the hang squat snatch and however this goes, it goes, and here we go. So,
I think I used to be like super like, it all has to be behind it. Now I'm just like, you know what? Everyone's gonna have a great workout. We're gonna work on one thing today, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Do you feel like when you started coaching? I mean, I know the answer because I feel like we all feel the same way. But like, was it just like, oh God, everyone's looking at me and I gotta be right, and like they're all listening to every word that I say, and like if it's not right, they're gonna like make fun of me. And
100%, yes.
Like giving your brief and like words are just coming out, but you're thinking about what you said instead of what you should be saying, and you're like, oh, did I mess that up? And like,
and then I just like can't talk, and I'm like, I don't know what I said. Anybody that has taken my class has absolutely had that moment of been like, she's talking too much, like she's talking too fast.
Still talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to make it fun too. Like
that's good.
Have people I know I can like harp on, and people I know that like they probably don't want me to do anything to them today. You know, like.
Do you, when you're given a whiteboard brief, we're hopping around with coaching too, because let's just go through a class. What do you, how do you get through a whiteboard brief? What do you, do you, okay, what do you look at?
First I talk to the class. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Typically, no one will say anything. And then I'll point at the first part and be like, all right, so this is what we're going to work through today. This is like what we're going to do. This is what we should focus on, demonstrate. And then.
Are you facing the board still, or are you facing the class now?
I'm like catty cornered.
Okay. Where are you looking?
When I read it. So I'm looking at the board, and then I look at the class.
Okay.
And then any questions on that part? No. And then the second part. And I go through the second part, and then go through some scaled options for things, and then any questions, and then I go through the warm-up, and then any questions, and then I say cuckoo choo, let's get after it.
I like that. Cuckoo choo. I'm just gonna start ending all my briefs. Cuckoo choo. Right, here we go. Done. Did you ever take public speaking?
No.
So some things that do you still get nervous when you give whiteboard briefs sometimes, like if it's a bigger class?
Sometimes, yeah. When I'm already like thinking about like, we don't have enough of this, we don't have enough of that. How am I going to do? What's the delay? What's some scaled options that people can do? Should I change the like work at like what? Those are the things that kind of go through my head.
Yeah.
And the class hasn't even started yet.
So I think we'll take it to like a newer coach, because we've had some people join and obviously those nerves are still there. So like, not what you're doing is right, but in the L2 they talk about like talking less. And so we'll take David, for instance, like he was, when he first started, like super nervous. And I was like, look at the board and read it, because you don't have to look at anybody. And then when you face the class, move. You don't have to talk when you face everybody, because you already talked. Like, just like, here's what we're doing today. And then show. and then look at the board and talk and then show. And that way you don't start looking at all these people looking at you while you're talking. And then all of a sudden word vomit starts happening. And then you're like, well, now I've just been talking forever, because you get stuck, you get frozen. And like this, I got to talk and these people are looking at me. So like, just as an example, talking about like people giving whiteboard briefs. The other thing that I learned in public speaking is trying to either find someone in the class you're already really comfortable with and look at them. So that way you can like scan and go back to them because you're way more comfortable talking to them, or look at the back of the room, right? Like stare at a point over everybody while you're talking, because then it looks like you're talking to them.
I was just start staring at Nate every time he's in my class.
Like, Nate, so this is what we're doing today. But
like over in the corner, and I'm just like, okay.
But really, for those of you that anyone that it might be newer to coaching or struggles with whiteboard briefs, like those are things that you can do to make them feel easier, right? Like less is more is a huge one, because we do get stuck in I'll call Bird out on this one. Like the other day at like a noon class, he was trying to repeat the brief he did earlier, but he was trying so hard to repeat the brief instead of just briefing the class that like he just kept being like, oh, and then, and like I started walking around the room. I was checking the chalk buckets to see if we need to put chalk in it. Like I was like, I did like 3 laps, came back, he was still talking. I was like, oh man, like he is just really trying to. And like again, I think I talked about this in episode 2 of like, I don't know if coaches sometimes get more nervous when I'm in the class and they're trying to like, I know some don't, but like it just seems that way sometimes of like, oh, they feel like all of a sudden they have to like give this perfect brief, or like how would Cam brief, and it's like to just get through like what we just like, let's go, like let's move.
Bert knows when he's gone too long, because he'll just be like, man, I'm getting winded, you know, too long.
So we started warming up, and he walked over to the bike that I was on, and he was like, I don't know what just happened, I just briefed way too long. He was like, I did so good in the last class, and that one just went to shit. And I was like, yeah, man, I think you tried, you let, because it was one of the days he coached like 3 classes, at like morning, noon, and then afternoon. And I was like, I think you let all the things that have happened today get in your head, and you tried to brief based off the mistakes you've seen, instead of just like brief like you would for any other class, and then see what happens. Like you try to be like, well, I saw this that was wrong today, so don't do that. And then I saw this that was wrong today, so don't do that. And like by that time, you're just so far down a rabbit hole that is like, we just need to start moving. So
Poor Bert.
Sorry, Bert. He can defend himself later.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like sometimes judges
Is there
come out.
a part of coaching, like when you were like, okay, now I'm in charge of class, what was like the hardest thing in the beginning for you?
I think like having the confidence to go up to people and just be like, hey, you should fix this. And like, hey, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, just no one cares. Like, just
because you didn't think that they would like trust you that you were right, or was it literally just like
probably, or like me trusting myself to know that I'm telling them what I'm telling them is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of self-doubt in this little brain of mine. So
I think that's a natural thing now, of like, okay, I am newer to this. Like, do I actually know what I'm saying that I know? And does this person think that I know? And does this person maybe like, has someone told them something different than what I'm telling them, and they're gonna look at me like I'm an idiot?
Yeah.
But like you said, I think most people they're open to that receptiveness. You're just trying to make them better. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the big thing, is say it with confidence and just know that you're trying to make them better. And if you're doing that, then you're doing your job, which is coaching. Is that, if you had to pick something out of coaching now, what's the hardest part
of coaching?
Yeah. So that was like starting. Is there something different, or is it still?
I probably just sometimes just in general, like not having the headspace to coach, but having to coach. I think it's probably the hardest thing at this point.
So
just
like from work, or from
work, from just like life in general, and just being able to like put stuff aside for an hour and just be like, all right, we're here, we're ready, let's go. Like just trying to be positive for an hour. Sometimes that can just be hard. And
that's fair.
It is. It's just life, but try to do the best I can.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
The memes for memes. I don't know. Where like the coach goes like through a door, like into an office, just like, and then just like comes back out. It's like, all right, guys, here we go.
Can we soundproof one of these offices or something?
It is hard to like, because we do need to have energy, and we have to be in front of people, and we got to try to like make sure that like their vibes are good, because our vibes are good, and if our vibes are off, then they're going to be off, or vice versa. So
I think it was a lot harder during my other job too.
Yeah.
And just like if I have to coach after I've gotten off work, I don't sleep well. I don't do well with that. And so it's like I try not to coach on days that I'm getting off of work, because like I'm
You
not
already know you're gonna
guaranteed.
be tired.
Yeah,
And
like
yeah.
I try not to sleep my day away, but I also need sleep, so it's like a weird.
I would say I think most people at this gym know that Sabrey is an energy bunny, and
Yeah.
when you don't have energy, they're
For some
probably like,
reason.
something's
Yeah.
not right with that lady over there. She's not
Yeah.
singing today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every song that came on.
Yeah, I've been told by so many people that I need to start like a karaoke bar or something, or like CrossFit Taylor's karaoke night.
We could do a karaoke class with Sabrey.
Oh my gosh, everyone does hate that. Tommy would never go.
Before you lift, you have to come sing a song, and then you get to lift. Oh man, we could do karaoke night. We'd have to figure out how to get a mic. That could work.
That
Could
could
be a
work.
thing. Good work.
Get Nate's podcasting mic.
Yeah.
Nate
nice-
can host it.
Naked. He'll be the technical guy.
Yeah.
He'll just put the words up on the board and let people go at it, and then judge you with
Yeah.
a smile, like, I just wouldn't do that again.
Yeah. I do really like coaching though.
Yeah.
I've had
Good.
a lot of fun with it.
I mean,
and it's fun to see people's progress and know that like I was like a portion of that. Like I like or when they come up like
help them.
"Hey, I did this," and I'm like, I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that for you. That
Awesome.
makes me so happy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the part of it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I only would have asked you to be a coach if I thought that you would be a good coach, and you do care about people. But then, like, I think that's the big part of being a coach is having those moments, because then it gives you that feedback of like, oh, I do know what I'm talking about. I don't have this imposter syndrome. I actually helped fix them. And then they continue to build on that, and you get to help them on that journey. And then it just kind of feels like, oh, okay, like this is cool. Like, plus you like to do it too. So, getting to help people do things that you like to do, I think in life is usually pretty rewarding. And showing them kind of like what it can be. Like, I think that's the biggest thing for me personally is like all the people that are scared of CrossFit or like, oh, it's going to injure you or whatever, like all the thoughts you had before you started. And it's like, okay, my goal is to prove to you that that's not it. And that it can be this thing that actually is good for you. And so like when we have those members that are like, oh yeah, like this is like the grays of like, yeah, like this changed my life basically of like how I think about fitness and like what I want to do now. And I'm like, cool. Like, I'm glad that we were able to provide that for you, even though you said you would never do it.
I mean, case in point, I said I would never.
Yeah. It's pretty
But
wild.
it's changed my life for sure. I mean, my best friends are here.
Yeah.
Like, love it.
Yep.
Don't know what I'd do without it.
Where do you see Sabrey Savage 5 years from now with CrossFit? That's a good question. She didn't know that was coming.
LOL. I just hope to be as fit as Claire one day.
Oh.
Shout out my girl. Just one day.
Like current Claire or in 5 years?
Current Claire. Yeah, 5 years, she's probably going to be even better.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope she keeps getting better.
I just
I
hope
hope we
that,
all keep getting better.
I hope that I can I got one ring muscle up. I hope that I can actually really learn those, get more solid on handstand push-ups and all that kind of stuff, and actually be maybe one day sign up for individual comp and actually have the confidence to do it, and going in and being strong enough and competitive, not just shooting for second to last.
Is there I guess you just kind of listed them things in your head that you're just I definitely those movements I'm not. Is it more gymnastics, weightlifting?
It's probably more gymnastics. I can't do a strict handstand push-up. So anytime those are programmed, I have to find a scaled option to do. And I want to eventually be able to get to do those, but I just every time I work on stuff, I'm getting closer, but I still can't do it.
That's good.
Ring muscle ups, I did one.
Have you been working on it?
I have stopped for a little bit.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's wild.
When I was doing them a bunch, something in my shoulder, and so every time I kipped, it was really painful. So I was
because you're getting older.
I am almost 30. You're right. But yeah, so I was maybe I'll just take a rest, and then I just haven't got back to it because T-Bent and I have been doing handstand walking and stuff on Thursdays.
Remember when y'all didn't want to handstand walk, and I finally was y'all need to handstand walk, and you should do it once a week, and then y'all will get better at handstand walking. And then you all did it, and then all of a sudden now you can all handstand walk.
Yeah. Yep.
Ring muscle ups should probably be the same thing.
I know.
But,
here we are.
It doesn't have to be muscle
know.
ring work. How about
Yeah.
that? There could be things that could help you get better at it without actually doing them.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think there's just a couple things that I'd like to not necessarily master, but just get them
get better at
quality reps, and I think that would be, and obviously heavier barbell movements, but
yeah,
I think that's anybody.
Get stronger.
Yeah.
I was with Colin on the deck. Surprise.
Best part.
Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know.
He was
When
not
did we
here.
run this week?
Monday.
Monday. Gosh, see, that was yesterday to me. And we were watching people run, and I was just like, man, we have created some thick CrossFitters around here.
Everybody's so
Because
slow now.
I was just watching a couple of people, and I was like, that person used to be skinny and have abs, but like not be able to lift anything. And then like, and there's a lot to it, but I do think people start to realize, oh, I enjoy a barbell. Like I want to be able to lift more. Okay, now I need to get stronger. I need to get bigger or whatever, instead of just like an older school way of thinking of like, I'm going to be as skinny as possible and have abs.
Yep.
It's just like run.
Yep.
And like, I'm just going to do cardio and that's it. And it's like, okay, well, like that's cool. But like, does that necessarily mean that you're strong or healthy or fit? And so it's cool to like see people that are still healthy and fit, but like thicker, like the old video of Ryan that like popped up like like when he started, and like I don't remember him being that skinny, and I'm like, damn, like that dude is skinny as shit.
Yeah.
And then Chris was in the video, and like Tommy, and I was just like, man, like we've all gotten like bigger, you know. But it's weird because we see each other every day, like all of us, like coaches and stuff, and it's just like we all see each other grow, but we don't really have those like older videos of like or images of ourselves, and it's like, oh. But I think you'll keep getting stronger because you show up consistently. So
I try.
You do try. You do try. Did you come prepared with any questions for us?
No, I was going to ask you about like competition and competitiveness. So that was pretty much all I had.
What were you?
It was just like a conversation about it, just about pick your brain about some stuff, but we pretty much
I try not to talk about my programming for competing because obviously we like to hide those things.
Except for fitness drinkers.
Well, no, we got to put those out because then we got to get people to sign up.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, we got plenty.
Yeah, we did sell out this year. To 100 drunk people coming our way.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be great.
It's so fun.
Just sign up next year if you haven't.
Yeah.
It is a great comp.
It's the best one.
It is. I do enjoy it. Why do you enjoy it the most? Just because it's fun?
I think it's just, in order for somebody to sign up for fitness drinkers, number one, they have to be fit. Like they have to enjoy CrossFit.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Like I'd say 95% of the people
doing
get
away with doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you have to have some sort of like fitness mind. Yeah. So that's like competitions in general. And then you just add drinking to it. So then throughout the day, everyone just gets more and more like, hey, what's up, bud? Like really friendly. Yeah. Not that other competitions people aren't friendly, but it's just like extra. And then it's just like
describe it as some nerves in the morning, some kind of competitiveness because there's usually like a lift or something, and then it's like a party by the end. It's just like a house party that's like really big and people are just having fun and no one cares who podiumed or like what happened. They're just like, yeah, that was great. I'm coming back next year, and then like we don't see them, or they do come back. You know,
I mean, there's been repeaters since first year.
Yeah, so. For sure, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I like that we started doing it, and I think that in general, I'm not saying everybody, but like a lot of CrossFitters like to go hang out and drink or like at bars or breweries, especially like back when I started. I always like to say back in the day, but I still think that's a thing. Like groups of people get together, they go hang out afterwards, right? So
like our
kind of puts the things together of like, oh, we like to do this and we like to do this, but like usually we don't do them at the same time. But
we
now we do. Just can't be practicing.
Yeah, Lynn.
Shout out Lynn. God, that day, man. Just all right. So Lynn came in to practice before the first fitness drinkers with her own cooler and
in the middle of
couple beers. Like, yeah, it was like a random Tuesday. She was like, I'm practicing. And I was like, no, Lynn, like we don't normally allow people to just drink and work out. And like, this is programmed to be safe. And there's a way, like there's rules. This isn't just like show up and get hammered and then try to work out and do a normal CrossFit class.
Like we program fitness drinkers so that it is safe when people do start drinking.
Or like as the drinking gets worse, it's like, okay,
like
we're not really doing things anymore. And it was like a heavy back squat day. She's like, I'm gonna drink some beer and back squat. It's like, no, we're not doing that. That's not it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too. All right. Well, maybe we'll leave it on that.
Sounds good.
Sign up for fitness drinkers or mayhem or any other competition.
All of the above.
We might have more coming out. You never know. We like to do competitions around here.
We do.
Yeah. We like to compete and run them. Good competitions. Nate, you got anything else for us?
Any questions for me, Nate?
Okay. So,
here we go.
I actually have questions. Yeah.
Let's go.
What is one thing people don't know about you?
Ooh.
Like, what's something you enjoy doing that no one knows?
I wouldn't say no one knows this, but I really do enjoy playing disc golf. Ryan and I have started getting a little bit more into it recently. My family's super big into it, so anytime we like go home or do anything like that, they always take us to a course, maybe do like 9 holes or 12 or 18, I mean. But we've recently been dabbling back into the old disc throwing, so
Yeah.
I beat Ryan sometimes, so I just
Oh,
want that
there
to
you
be
go.
out there in the public.
I got mine in the car.
I think mine are in the car too.
I haven't played in a while, but I also had the thought. Well, we talked about doing a member hangout at Century Park
Oh yeah,
and potentially having some people do some
disc
disc golf, and then people could do like the playground and all that stuff. Right? Isn't that the Greer Park, Century Park?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I also like eating raw pasta.
Gosh, that one. That's what people don't know.
Dude, Cameron knows just because
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together.
I think I have an empty box of raw pasta in my car right now.
Like the uncooked like sticks, just like
And just like spaghetti and pasta. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
just like
remember
I
the
grew up
first
eating it as a snack.
man.
It's a yummy snack.
Oh, and she eats pizza, the toppings off of the pizza
I
first,
do that.
and then the still has this triangle slice, and then eats the bread part after.
Because every time you take the first
You
bite,
can't tell
the
me that
toppings come
she's
off.
not a psychopath trying to eat
And
pizza.
instead of sitting there like this, taking it, putting the toppings back on the
Just wait
pizza,
for it to cool down and bite harder.
like I just
Oh
don't
man,
have-
we were supposed to keep this on CrossFit.
I'm sorry.
All right.
He asked me a question.
I know. All right, you said you had multiple questions. What else you got?
Yep. Favorite movement to do?
Mm-hmm.
I love the hang power clean. It is my favorite.
Hang power.
Hang power.
Why?
I feel like I get more power than coming from the floor because I can't set up correctly because I know my faults. And I hate squat cleaning. And so I like power, but I just love it. I feel like it's my strongest movement, even though it's not. I just love it.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily probably your set. I mean, part of it's. I think it's your body anatomy
Well, yeah.
compared to your setup. Like when you come from the floor, you have long legs compared to the rest of your body, so you have to go take time to be patient around your knees and stuff. Versus when you're in a hang, you
I
can
can
just
just be there.
create power and
Yeah.
go. Yeah, so
I
that
love
makes
it.
sense.
Love a hang power clean.
Yeah, I mean when I'm coaching people weightlifting, it's I will start with hang anything to
Mhm.
teach them the correct catch and all that, and then hey, now we have to get around the knees, and
Yeah.
that's where I learned that from the weightlifting seminar I took a while ago, like Torquetti. It's like, yeah, for like the first, it was like years, like 3 years when they get people on the Ukrainian, or I think he's Ukrainian. Anyway, their weightlifting system, everything's hang for 3 years. Like they don't even go from the floor because that's where most lifts go wrong is around the knee. So they teach all that stuff and like squatting and everything. And then they start talking about taking the weights from the floor. So
Interesting.
makes sense.
Yep. That's my favorite one.
There we go.
And least favorite movement?
The
Hang squat snatch. No, I actually don't. I think after taking the like half of barbell club that I did of the squat snatch. Nope. Yeah.
Yep.
The snatch.
Snatch.
Words. After taking that, and then I had to stop because I hurt myself. But like, I think I actually started to enjoy it a little bit more.
Okay.
Squat or like snatching,
Yeah.
like
That's
squat
good.
snatching. So I might say the thruster.
Ooh.
She sucks.
Yeah.
She's not
We
a
don't
nice
program
lady.
enough thrusters, and that's on me.
You always
and
say
Nate.
that
I
after
know, and then we don't
the
do it,
open.
and we just avoid. I think because we don't like them.
I hate them.
It's like it's just one of those things that like it just doesn't come to my mind of like we should do thrusters because I don't like them either. So I'm like we shouldn't do thrusters because I got to do this.
And if you program it, you got to do it. So.
Yeah, I do 100%. It is something we probably need to do more of, but we do a lot of back squatting and front squatting and things. So I feel like when we do thrusters, we're at least prepared for them, ish.
Yeah.
It just hits different.
I think it would translate to wall balls. I'd hope, but probably wouldn't.
20 pounds, 95. It's the same thing.
It's still different, I swear.
It is 100%. It's my favorite way to teach a thruster, though. I'm like a wall ball, but don't throw it. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah.
Just a barbell in the air, just like
wall ball thrusters, bar thrusters. Any other ones, or was that it? Most favorite, least favorite, something you don't know.
What's something you would want to see more of in programming?
Ooh,
I have really been enjoying the AMRAP run 200 meters, come in and do a movement. And if it was hang power cleans, I would love that.
Okay. That'd be a good workout.
Yeah. And I've enjoyed the ring stuff because even though I haven't been able to do ring muscle ups, it's still nice to touch them and get used to the movement and then just go and do my other scale. I always give scaled options for my people of if you can't do something, do 2 attempts and then go do half of what you would do for your scaled option.
Yeah.
That way you're still touching it,
Right.
but you're not just
avoiding.
Yeah. And just constantly always doing the same scale.
Yeah.
But yeah. I love just cleans in general.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be hang.
So if we just program straight running and hang cleans,
I would love my life. I love those.
why are we doing running and hang cleans again?
I also love just long grinds, like a long chipper.
Yeah.
I love a long
I like
chipper.
chippers.
Something about just crossing it off and being don't have
done
to
with
touch that again.
Yeah. We had ode to John after he told us what he didn't like, so we'll have to make a ode to Sabrey.
It's gonna be thrusters and hang squats.
That'd be a hell of a combination. It's just a chipper, 100 thrusters, and then 100 hang squat snatches.
Oh,
Good
God.
luck. Just kidding. We're not doing that.
PVC
And if we do it, Nate programmed it. It wasn't me. Blaming it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has John Darling come in and done his workout yet?
He has not done it yet. He was out of town.
Unless
he did it on a Thursday. He might have done it on Thursday, but I don't know. He does watch these. So, John, you're supposed to still do your workout, by the way, buddy.
Yeah, if we had to
Don't
stop
forget.
or so do you.
Yeah. Nate's just over there smirking. I was like, yep, I wrote that down and made that a workout. Sounded really good at the time.
Save for later.
Yeah, check. Alrighty. Well, let's do it. We'll get out of here. Go do some handstand walking.
I'm going to run club.
Ooh, run club.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard the birds have a present for us because we run by their house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I will.